guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we have this new free-to-play LR, another new free-to-play LR, right? We just got one with LR Jackie Chun. Now we have LR Hachiyak. This is giant form Hachiyak, by the way. So this is a new named character. I think that this Hachiyak might potentially be decent as a free-to-play character. Number one, right, if we take a look at it, I mean, we're talking he's on the Giant Team, Artificial Lifeform, Revenge, and then Crossover, right? Like, Hachiyak is on some very low-level teams, I think. So I do think that he could be potentially very impactful. It's not like you have way better options on Giant or Revenge or some of these teams. So I do think Hachiyak should be able to put in at least a decent amount of work. I think he should, you know, be able to be pretty effective. Now, one of the main things with him, his Giant Transformation is an active skill, by the way. We could literally use that whenever we want to against a pure Hybrid Saiyan. So we could pop it right now. We could use it right now against this Vegeta right here. But he also gets 20% damage reduction against a pure Hybrid Saiyan. And then he also gets 20% damage reduction and 100% attack and defense after he receives an attack. So it's like, if we take a look at him right here, we, you know, have him linked up with Super Hachiyak, which is good. But we also have, you know, big support, the second form Cell. 213k defense right here. He gets 30% defense in every super attack, right? Like, say he supers, you know, then he gets hit. He's got the damage reduction. He could be pretty effective. I think this character, you know, in like a red zone fight, like this guy would be very good, I think, against like red zone Metal Cooler. Fear and Faith, Transform, and Legendary Power. Let's take a look at Hatred of Saiyans real fast. I think the chances that we get some sort of Dokkan Fest Baby are decent. It's just 3 key and 10% attack, though. No defense or anything like that. But I could see a Dokkan Fest Baby showing up. Baby is another Artificial Lifeform character. He is a Revenge character. And he potentially could be a Giant character, too, if he's got Great Ape in his card, which he probably would. So it's like, you know, this Hachiyak might work well if they drop a Dokkan Fest Baby on us. Now, what does his stats look like if we have second form Cell right here? 183. So it would drop quite significantly. That's us losing Tough as Nails. Remember that Tough as Nails does also give 5% damage reduction. So after Hachiyak gets hit, he's going to have 45% damage reduction on this turn. It's a pretty decent turn. I actually would like to get Hachiyak to 24 key right here, so I'm just gonna do this. Although he does get extra attack as well when he does actually get hit. We'll take a look at his actual Giant Transformation and all this stuff. All right, so let's see. So 2.65 is pretty low. One thing we do want to keep in mind again is that he gets, it's 20% damage reduction and 100% attack and defense. So he would have done more damage if he would have gotten hit first. That damage, I mean, his damage is like pretty much the worst from like an LR or like, I don't really want to call this guy like premium because he is, you know, he's just a free-to-play LR, but that damage is so bad, dude. Like, because remember, like, when it comes to like, oh, how good is like damage or something like that, you're not just looking at the attack stat, but it's like, do they have built-in crits? Do they have built-in additionals? Hachiyak, the answer is no. He has no built-in crits. He has no built-in additionals. That's it, right? That attack stat is like his true attack stat. So that's not the craziest. Well, I say not the craziest, but the damage is just outright ass is what it is. His damage is so poor. Okay, so I guess we might as well just use his Giant Transformation here. Again, you could do this literally at any point if there's a pure or Hybrid Saiyan enemy. That does make this Hachiyak interesting for potentially EZA's, Battlefield, Super Battle Road, right? Like, being able to just instantly transform whenever you want to, I think is a rather interesting ability that Hachiyak does have access to, right? He does have a secondary condition. If there isn't a pure or Hybrid Saiyan, he could do it starting from the 5th turn if HP is 50% or below. That, I think, is actually a pretty good condition. just HP under 50%, that's not tough. Or excuse me, HP under 80% is not going to be tough in these big red zone fights or super difficult fights, right? Alright, so one thing about Hatchiyack's giant form, he creates tech key spheres. He changes key sphere type to tech. And he gives himself 3 key, that's it. One thing I really would like to see, again, from giant characters is it's very good when they're giving themselves the guaranteed crit. AGL Cell does that. I really would like to see, I think, future giant characters do that. Give themselves the guaranteed crit is huge. But the fact that you can pretty much do Hatchiyack's transformation on command, I do think is pretty impressive. Like that's gonna, there's gonna be, I think, major viability in Hatchiyack's transformation. So alright, I mean, we've pretty much seen what this guy has to offer, Giant Hatchiyack. I do like him. I mean, it's like specific situations, right? Like, you're definitely gonna want to bring this guy if you're going up against a pure Hybrid Saiyan enemy, right? He's going to be more effective, certainly, if you can make use out of his transformation early on. I think Hatchiyack potentially could be very, very crazy in a situation like that, right? Where he's able to fire off, like, you know, all this damage. He's able to sort of bring all this to the table, potentially being tanky against a pure Hybrid Saiyan. The thing is, I don't know how tanky he's going to be, right? It's like, I really feel like if you're thinking about, like, you only use this guy against a pure Hybrid Saiyan. Like, you have to understand that, right? Like, if you're going up against an AGL enemy, I guess it could work, right? So, like, again, I mentioned Red Zone Metal Cooler. Even then, it could be a bit iffy. Only the 20% damage reduction, and he has to get hit first. So, like, even if you're going up against a pure Hybrid Saiyan where he's got the damage reduction, the first hit you eat, you don't have the extra 20% damage reduction he gets. So, I don't know. Or is it... Wait, is his damage reduction just start a turn, actually? Because I guess, like, if he's just getting the damage reduction, the 20% damage reduction at the start of turn, that's pretty good. I think that actually is... let me see this. So he's getting 20% damage reduction and 20% from a pure Hybrid Saiyan. No, I believe... Oh, no, that little symbol right there. Yeah, okay, I think, actually, he does just have the 20% damage reduction at the start of turn. And then he gets 20% extra pure Hybrid Saiyan there. So, like, right here, he has his 40% damage reduction up right away. It's just that he gets an extra 100% attack and defense when he gets hit. And then he's, you know, sort of fully built up for the turn. He does have a couple of other effects. He does give 3 key to all of, what is it? It's all allies. Looks like he gives all allies 20% attack on his 12 key, and he gives all allies 30% attack on his 18 key, right? Few of his links activated, we'll be able to get his extra buff right here. How is he going to tank this? This is type disadvantage. This Vegeta doesn't hit that hard compared. In order to get that, you're going to be running him in slot 1. I don't know how, like... Are you oftentimes going to be running this giant Hatchiyack in slot 1? Probably not. So we'll see. I don't hate this giant Hatchiyack because of what he is, which is a character that is buffing very, very, very bad teams that really need the help, right? Again, some of these category teams desperately need any help they can get. This guy certainly is situational, but I would much rather they put, like, the situational stuff like Pure and Hybrid Saiyan conditions, but he's actually pretty decent against those Pure and Hybrid Saiyan enemies. I think that's better than just making him ass across the entire game, right? So, let me know what you guys think of LR Giant Hatchiyack. Definitely decent, but, I mean, we do want to keep in mind, by the way, too, that he is a Battlefield LR. We're not going to be able to rainbow him for quite a while, and by the time we rainbow him, there's going to probably be, like, insanely more difficult bosses than what currently exists. So it's like, yeah, we're looking at him rainbowed now, but you're not going to be able to rainbow him in-game for a long time, right? Like, if you're a global player watching this, like, you're not going to be able to rainbow this guy for, like, a year and a half or something. I don't know. It's going to be 2024 before you can rainbow this guy. So it's like, how useful is he going to be by the time you can really get those final dupes in him? I don't know. We'll see. So, let me know what you guys think of Giant Hatchiyack. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.